Hello, my friends! Today I will be talking about Shed 17, arguably the best analog horror of all time. In my opinion, the best. Analog horror peaked with Shed 17. It's never got any better. And that's really saying something because Shed 17 came out over a decade ago. Analog horror has continued to just get worse and worse and worse and worse to the point that people will go and watch, for example, The Cat in the Hat analog horror and actually think it's good. People have gotten so desperate for good analog horror that they'll watch that and actually praise it for being scary and well written. And it's not. It's neither of those things. Yeah. Well, admit it has pretty good animation. It's pretty well made. But that won't save. It won't save terrible story and writing. I've seen worse, but it is nowhere, not even near. Like, I wish I watched the same Cat in the Hat, horror, and it's the other people, because clearly we didn't. I think Cat in the Hat is a great concept for an analog horror, but in execution, it's just not good. It sounds scary. Nothing can change that. So I'll be talking about Shed 17. Why it's so good, and why it's so much better than any analog horror today. And it's just truly amazing. First of all, the writing is very good. Like, probably better than people give it credit for. Because, Shed 17 is a documentary about Thomas the Train. Like, in universe, it's a documentary about Thomas the Train and, what's surrounding him. And, what people have been hiding about him for, years. Like, in universe, it's a documentary about Thomas the Train, so it's switching, from person to person and what they have to say about what happened. And it really feels like I'm watching a real documentary about something that really happened. And the way the characters talk, definitely very real. Like, it feels like real people talking. The story is also incredible. I'm not gonna spoil it for you if you haven't seen it. I don't want to spoil it. It's so good. Jeez. I'm gonna try not to spoil it. But, everyone knows these details, so I'll just say it. Thomas's dad, Thomas got into a fatal injury, and Thomas's dad, who also has some pretty crazy stuff surrounding him. I don't even want to spoil that either. It's not integral to the plot or anything. It's just kind of crazy, and I wouldn't want to spoil it. He basically combines Thomas with a train. And it went perfectly for the first time. And he had tried to do that with other people and vehicles, try to fuse them, multiple times after doing it to Thomas, and for some reason they all failed. It all failed, the people who were fused with it died, the first time he did that, which was with Thomas, it just succeeded, and every time after, it just didn't. And the main question is, why did Thomas work? Why didn't they work? So at one point, I forgot his name, but one of the trains goes to Shed 17. But you're going on the railroad, and he goes on the wrong track, and ends up going to Shed 17. And he saw what was in there, what they did, and he immediately just went away. And it's not really revealed what he saw until later on in the film. Eventually, Thomas decides to go there himself. And what he sees is truly disturbing. He is horrified at what he sees, and he finds out something about himself, about everything that's been going on. Has been a lie from the very start. He finds out things were never as they seemed. And Thomas never really recovers from what he sees. It's really good. And it's not like really scary. Like, it's not like a scary movie like creepy old ghosts. This. Like, it's definitely very unsettling. Yeah, it's unsettling. Not like scary or creepy, but very unsettling. The whole film. And it's just really good. Again, I'm not going to spoil the ending, because the ending is just really good. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. It's just so good. And the whole thing works because it's believable. It's grounded and it's realistic. You know what I'm saying? It's very believable. The characters talk like real people. You know, the characters really get fleshed out. You know what I'm saying? You really learn about them, who they are, what they do, before anything happens to them. And it's just truly incredible. Now I'm going to tell you why modern analog horror doesn't work. Which I basically explained in the video where I was talking about how awful the Cat in the Hat analog horror is. And basically it's because it takes itself way too seriously and tries way too hard to be scary. And it tries so hard to be scary that it's the complete opposite. The other reason is that it's very cliche and predictable, and it really relies on overused horror tropes, if you know what I mean. And also the writing is pretty bad. You never really get to know the characters all that well, and you know, the story never really fleshes out the characters before killing them off or harming them, you know, before they get harmed. So when it happens, you don't really care. And yeah, and like I said, it's so predictable. It is so predictable. It is extremely predictable. This Shed 17 is not predictable whatsoever. The plot twist, I definitely didn't think that's what it was. Yeah, extremely predictable. Modern horror, by the way. Yeah, it's just really bad. It's just really bad. Yeah. Those are the main reasons it never works. Also, it's way too unrealistic. And the story is just way too fast. The pacing is awful. Again, the characters never talk like real characters. It's never believable. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's definitely not grounded enough. Way too unrealistic. Yeah, those are like the main reasons that, it doesn't work. Like, modern analog horror just doesn't work at all. And they should really be taking notes from Shed 17 because it's truly a masterclass, I think that's how you use the word, of writing, dialogue, like everything. It is so good. Highly recommend it. I'm yet to finish the series, which is like, oh my god. There's a series? Like, there is a series. I have to finish it. Shed 17 was so peak. I think most people don't even watch the series. But, like, dude, I can't believe there's a series. Highly recommend it. It is so peak. Don't waste your time watching modern analog horror. Just don't. It's awful. It's terrible. You want to punch yourself in the face after watching it. I went ahead one day and just watched some of it. Some modern analog horror, just like a few. All of them are so bad. And after that, I had to watch some actual good analog horror, like The Rake, horror short film, which it's not very big on YouTube, but like it's big, just not very big. Yeah, I had to watch like Kane Pixels, Backroom series, Feel This View, to rinse my mind, basically. The Rake, horror short film. This, and some others, to just really rinse my mind with peak after watching utter awfulness. So that's my take. Also, around the same time analog horror peaked, with Shed 17 and all that, YouTube also peaked. Like, YouTube was peak back in the 2010s. Like, you know when YouTube really fell off and just became TikTok, but not as bad? COVID, man. Like COVID. After COVID, YouTube fell off. Analog horror as well. A lot of stuff fell off hard after COVID, man. Like a lot of TV shows too. The world, honestly, like the world peaked at 2024, by the way.